In the next upload, we found a strange video that he supposedly ripped from a torrent site and uploaded here for us. We then jump to a vlog where he hesitatingly reads off of a script while being stared down by yet another ominous presence that he's called the Nightmare Mystery Man. And lastly, he abandons all of the vlog conventions that he's built up thus far in favor of turning his channel into one that shows tutorials, conveniently in the same video where he reveals what appears to be a body wrapped up in plastic.
Playtime
Now,
for
he made the
these
previous
big
offense that he was
eyes.
being forced to make this content.
Happy
However, from here
birthday!
on out, I'm becoming increasingly convinced that this is not the case. In this upload, we have an update on the previous tutorial video. However, it gives us quite a bit to work off of in terms of establishing what exactly it is that's going on with this channel and what our supposed protagonist seems to do with his spare time.
So,
He's tired.
what will
It's
happen
dark.
in this video, and that's why I'm here just a few hours later, I think, to give a more in-depth explanation. It appears I was assaulted by an unknown individual. I kinda got pushed down and I tried to kill him, and I think I got him pretty good, yeah. And as you can see, I'm just fine, feeling good. I don't know, maybe it was just some guy who tried to rob me or something. I guess that happens. Well, I hope you're looking forward to my next tutorial. I really feel like this series is gonna take off.
Dizzy.
A few things to note here. There's a bucket with blood and a pair of gloves inside of it. In the background of one of the shots, you can see a hefty amount of rope, and here, the tone of his voice seems to take a stark shift from being hesitant to what sounds like complete arrogance.
What? Play a
I
game.
really feel like this series is
Tattletail, that's me.
See what I mean?
forward to my next tutorial.
Tattletail, go night-night.
Take off.
This all seems to be coming together. However, I won't draw any conclusions until I show you everything else that this channel has to offer. Let's move on. The video titled Constraint Tutorial is the most popular one on his channel, clocking in at nearly 300 views. The description of this one reads, "Finally another tutorial. Got a bit queasy at the end there, but otherwise it turned out pretty good. Not sure which one of us needs to get out more, me or that thing, alright?" So thinking back, in his previous tutorial titled Encounter,
The
it had a
children
direct
thought
relation to the
that Mama
content
would
of the
never
video.
find them
He was
as
teaching
long
us
as
how to
she
deal with
couldn't see
encountering an
them.
ominous presence. Clearly,
Turn the
this one will have to be
page.
some sort of constraint, right?
But Mama could still hear the children. The pitter-patter of their little feet led Mama right to them.
Yo, me mama.
Turn the page. And Mama found the children, every last one, and put them right back.
Where's mama? Ah,
instinct
he's
might be to
tired.
I know that was my instinct, but this is something you really don't want to do, and I'll quickly demonstrate why. Luckily, we just need to keep our eyes fixed, and oh yeah, my mother is somehow convinced that with enough confidence all this will simply go away, so let's try just asking nicely, you never know. I don't really feel like taking the provocative path here, so you know what, you tell me how that works out for you. Just keep looking.
And there we go. I think I'll try and catch some sleep. Have a good night.
We love playtime with you. What? Play a game. No peeking.
It's behind you.
don't know about you, but in this one, I didn't see much that could be passed off as a constraint. If anything, it teaches you how to deal with yet another paranormal encounter, except this time, this one has an actual face. A few things about this stood out to me though.
You
He
found
claims
me.
that about a minute in, that his mother is convinced that with enough
No,
confidence, this will
baby.
simply go away. He then goes forth towards the end, claiming, I don't feel like taking the provocative path here, so tell me how that works out for you. This ties directly into the inference that we made prior about his tone. He's gone from being hesitant to arrogant and provocative. But why? Why is he provoking these demons that are haunting him? Jumping to the end, he appears to get sick and throws up in the same bucket that we saw blood in prior. Afterwards, the wet rip video that he uploaded earlier begins to play on the TV, and all by itself repeats the words, "It's behind you now," almost reminiscent of internal voices telling him that everything he's done is behind him now. Now, if we make that inference, then what has he done exactly? I'm pretty convinced that you're beginning to catch on. However, before we dive into a full theory, let's take a look at the rest of the content on his channel.
Hide and seek. You found me.
Alright, so here,
No,
we have our guy giving a tour of his house, if you haven't guessed by the video title. In this, he blatantly points out some of the major things that we've already noticed, including the buckets and the rope. Strangely though, while he's doing this, items begin to move around him, and he ignores it as if it's a normalcy in his life. This is very clearly something that we've already established. However, once he begins to show us the rest of his house, things begin to come together.
We have the hallway, a couple other doors I try not to touch, and
give me a
the bathroom.
treat.
Huh. Must be occupied. Now, I don't usually go downstairs unless it's absolutely necessary, but for the sake of my official YouTube house tour, I thought I'd make an exception. And here we are.
Mama's looking after you.
Doesn't seem that bad, actually. Thanks, YouTube, for helping me make this step. Yes.
So it seems that the demons that are haunting his home are able to lock
You
doors and
found
move various
me.
objects at will. At the beginning and the end, we begin to notice the book and the light fixture respectively swinging, as if the house is alive with certain residents that don't want to be seen in the daylight. Anyway, one thing that I want to point out here is that everything, not just the floors, everything is covered in plastic. Why in the world is this so? What is this guy trying to keep off of his floors and couches? And what is the deal with him saying that there are rooms that he tries not to go into?
Wake up, you're up. We're having a party for Mama. Come help us.
Don't forget to like. Also, whoever you are, stop messaging me. I know what I'm doing.
Tattletail, that's more.
The most recent upload on the channel is one that's titled Indifference Tutorial. Here, much like the Encounter and Constraint upload, is yet another entry in his mainline series of videos where he's attempting to show us how to deal with something. But if we can
We
remember from a few minutes
love
ago,
you.
his
Mama's
constraint upload has
coming.
absolutely nothing to do with the content in the video at all. This leaves me to wonder if he gave this video that same treatment. Let's take a look.
More. time for these big on. Give me a treat. Give me a treat. Give me a treat. Give me a treat. More decoration. Me love playtime with you. More. You're in big trouble.
Tonight's theme is indifference towards the things behind you. I have chosen to use subtitles since speaking would involve making noise. We're going to be playing a game where we wait. Morning equals victory. Victory equals staying awake. Whatever is behind has come closer. Breathing. This is my mistake, but morning will come soon.
Tattletail,
Safety
that's me.
will come soon.
Wow.
Guys, are you catching this?
Like
This
the
is what
candle.
I believe to be a narrative between a predator and a victim. In this case, the victim is the same person that's dangling right in front of us. Indifference towards the things behind you. Whatever is behind has come closer. I feel breathing. This is my mistake. Safety will come soon. It almost seems like a direct representation of what could have played out with your character.
Tattletail, that's me.
Alright, so at this point, if you haven't put two and two together, allow me to explain my personal theory about this. I believe that in the story, this guy is a murderer that's slowly going insane and trying to find any way that he can to cope with it. The demons that we see are what I believe to be actual personified spirits of those that he's killed and kept locked up in his home.
Mama's looking after
As the
you.
channel plays on, he grows accustomed to their presence, but later on, most notably in the video titled Constraint Tutorial, these evil deeds are beginning to catch up with him, not only mentally, but physically as well. Since this is the case, he consistently watches that video from Brentwood in order to remind himself
Mama's
that
coming.
everything that he's done is, quote, behind him now. However, as we know, this is far from the case. I have a feeling that the rooms that he, quote, tries not to go into are where he stores these bodies of his victims that are wrapped up like the one we saw in the encounter in the different tutorials. And this is why he has so much plastic on the floor when he finds in his home. He murders his victims, uses the plastic to cover up the bodies, and ropes down
Mama's looking after
to
you.
defeat the top guy, constantly this guy. This aforementioned lack of confidence is the very thing that we're seeing devolve into arrogance and denial, and as this channel plays on, it's beginning to become clearer and clearer. This guy, in series, is doing his very best to stay sane, disregarding any self-awareness about the sadistic nature of his antics. Remember the constraint tutorial title that I brought up earlier? Remember how I told you to watch to see if it has anything to do with the video? It doesn't. At all. Think for a second about what probably happens when a victim encounters a predator. They're most likely stoned, indifferently walking around late at night, and in